Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you. I'm gonna show you how I do my nails. These are not my nails. These are press-on nails that I did myself at home. I just did them now. And I'm gonna walk you through all of my tips and tricks on how to apply them and also how to apply them so that they last a really long time. I do these all the time, and every time I post about it on Instagram, everyone is wondering what the heck I do that's so different, and it's very easy. I do have a couple of tips and tricks that have helped me, and I notice a difference when I do these, so I hope it helps you too. So really quick, a little quick disclaimer, I am not a nail professional. I'm just sharing what I do, and if you want to apply that to yourself, go for it. But I'm in no way, shape, or form telling you what to do with your nails. So now that that's out of the way, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna take my ring off so that I don't ruin it or get any glue on it or anything. So these are my nails. They just broke off. Also, my left thumb here got cut off when I was 1 year old in a door. So it looks really funny, and I don't put any press-ons on it just because it curves and it doesn't really work with fake nails. So I just kind of leave that guy hanging and just paint it. But this is the cuticle oil that I use. It's by the brand Base Coat. And what I do is I just soak my cuticles with this to begin with so that I can push them back. So I just rub this all over. You can get it all over the nail, everything. That way they're really hydrated and you're not like hurting your skin when you push the cuticles back. I just sit here and I rub them in all over my nails. Okay, so then I use this cuticle pusher. I got this in a Mally Beauty gel nail polish set, and I don't really use this side. Kind of scares me. It's just like, it looks like a knife basically. So I just use the pusher side. It's got nail polish all over it because sometimes when I paint my nails, I'll go out of the lines and I'll use this to clean it up, and I should clean this off, but I haven't. So what I do is I lay this flat against the nail like this. I'm not raised up like that to push it back. I keep it down here. I'm not a professional nail person, so if I'm doing something wrong, I mean, I'm probably gonna do a lot of things wrong, but this is just how I've done it, and I just try to keep that as flat as possible, and I just push the cuticle back very gently. If I go too hard, then my cuticles will get really irritated, so I try to just gently push them back. And I know you can trim your cuticles off, but to be honest, anytime I've done that, I always get a hangnail. So this might be, you know, not the most like pretty nail job, but it works for me. And I feel like they look okay. I know like getting your nails done is like way better and they end up looking way nicer, but for an at-home job from a non-pro, I think it's pretty decent. And I get the little nub. That's what I call him, nub. And this is my left hand now. I am right-handed, so I'm now using like the bottom of my hand as like a, what's it called? Like a, not a pressure point, but kind of, so that I can really get this side. I've gotten really good at doing my right hand with my left hand. And I feel like this whole step is actually pretty important when you're putting on your press-ons, because it allows the press-on to go onto your nail alone and not your skin. If you're gluing it on and it gets on your skin, that's when it can lift up easily and peel off easily, and this kind of helps it so that they last. Okay, so now I just went and wiped off all of the cuticle oil. You can use like a nail polish remover to clean them off. You can go wash your hands. So these are the nails I always use. They're by the brand Kiss. I don't have the wrapping on here, but I either get the short size or the medium length size. These ones are the medium length size because I want them to be extra long right now. They're really actually not that crazy long. I feel like the short size is super natural. Like it looks like it's my nails like 100%. And when I do grow out my nails, they look exactly the same. But today I wanted to use the long ones so you could like really see a difference. I do use the glue that comes with it, and I barely even filed them. So it's a very super easy process. So if I can find a picture of what these look like in their packaging, I will include it in this video so that you can see what to look for when you're shopping. So what I do is I open this up, and before I just start gluing shit on my nails, I open this up. Here, let me move it this way. And I pick out what nail is gonna be good for each finger. So I usually come over here, this is probably a good one, and I just kind of measure it up. So this is gonna be a good one for my pinky probably. but let's also check it for here. So it's gonna be a little too skinny for the pointer. It's gonna be really hard to show you this, but as you can see, I've got some like nail showing, like of my real nail, but on my pinky, it fits just right. Now, if I had to pick, I'd rather choose one. I feel like this does not want to focus on me. If I had to choose if a nail was gonna be showing more of my real nail or have it go over onto my skin, I personally would choose it so that the real nail is showing. And the only reason I would do that is because I could always paint my real nail that's showing with the nail polish to disguise it. And if you glue it onto your skin, it's just gonna come off. Like you're gonna have to keep reapplying that nail over and over again, and I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna pick this one for the pinky. So I'm just gonna grab 2 of them because I have 2 hands, and I'm just gonna set them to the side. I put them like one on top of the other, so you're not gonna be able to see any of this. Why did I pick a white background? This was stupid. Anyways, I just make sure I put them in order. This is gonna be perfect for my middle finger. Also, if you turn your nail over and you look at the tip, there's no way you're gonna see it on camera, but if you hold it up to the light, there is a little number. So if your nails get mixed up in the bin and you're not sure what goes where, you can always organize them again because it's engraved on the tip on the inside. So my middle finger is a number 6. My ring finger is a 7. My pinky is a 9. My pointer is an 8. And then my right thumb is a 3, but it could also be a 4 depending on my mood. Like as you can see here, like I've got some of my nails showing there, but I like the look of this nail. It's a little bit skinnier. So I might actually do that one just because this one looks really fat and I don't like that look. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go with the smaller one. And then this one doesn't get one. He just stays living the nub life. So this is the glue that I use. This comes with the kit. You can also buy it individually. I've also tried the brush on kind, which I actually leave the brush on kind in my purse so that if any of these ever pop off, I can just quickly whip that out and pop it back on. No big deal, no one knows. I've actually done that at dinner before. I think I was out to dinner with a brand actually and my nail popped off. Or no, I was at a freaking video photo shoot type thing and my nail popped off when I was eating and I popped it back on and no one knew. But anyways, this is the glue that I use. This is stronger than the brush on kind. So when you're putting it on initially, I would totally recommend this. Now what you want to do, let me move my nail collection over somewhere else. So I'm going to start with the pinky nail. And what you want to do is you're going to put a little bit of glue on your nail and you're also going to put a little bit of glue here on the base of the nail on the inside. So I'm going to start with that actually. Put just a little dot. That's it. And let me just set this down very carefully. I'm gonna put this on my nail just a little bit. I'm gonna not squeeze anymore, but I'm gonna move that glue around. Then pick this up by the tip of the nail that doesn't have the glue. And when I place it on, make sure you're even, line it up first. And now when you push it on, you wanna push it under that cuticle that we pushed back. I'm pushing down on the nail and then I'm grabbing some paper towels and I'm wiping off the glue that's around it. If you want, you could load this paper towel up with some nail polish remover. That's that. And now you can keep holding it down, but I try not to hold it down right away because if any of the glue seeped out, then this hand is gonna get all full of glue. You're gonna get glue everywhere. So I usually just press it right away, wipe that away, and then you're good to go. And it's on there. As you can see, I really pushed it underneath that cuticle. Let's do the next one. One thing I've noticed that I do is when I'm putting it on, I'm not just pushing it on top, I'm sliding it underneath my skin. I know it sounds so gross and I don't even know if that's like healthy or safe or whatever, but it's what I do and that's how it ends up looking like it's literally growing from your skin, and that's how they look extra natural. One thing though is you don't want to push too hard. Like sometimes I can be like, yes, get under the skin, we're gonna look natural. and then they'll look really, really irritated, and it will stay like that for like a couple days, at least for me. So, yes. Also make sure you're putting this on the right spot. I have the kind that are square shaped. So the pointy, sharp square end is what comes on the outside, and then the rounded shape goes back here. They do have almond shaped ones too, in case that's more your style. And then in that case, it would be flip-flopped. Okay, so that's it so far for this side. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And these actually, I feel like look really pretty on their own. It kind of gives that ombre look, but I feel like up close you can see the glue sitting under there. Otherwise, I would just leave it just like this, because I think that's even pretty on its own. Also, if you have pets with floating hair around, be careful that you don't glue hair into your nail, because I've totally done that before and I just have like a hair hanging out. Not much you can do about that except clip it off or try to pull it out. Oh, God bless you, Henry. Oh, see, I just messed that one up. I'm just gonna take it off right away. Let's see if I can pop it back on, because I totally messed that one up. Oh no, it's a little crooked. Push it, push it. I think we're good. So yeah, just now, I got it on there a little crooked, but that's okay. You can always file it. I don't think it's that noticeable even, but I messed it up like right away. And so I just quickly took it up before it could like really adhere to my nail, and then I popped it back on. Sometimes I would use another nail or, and then like clean that off, but it wasn't that bad. And again, when I'm putting this on underneath my cuticle, I'm just doing enough so that it's under there. I'm not pushing back my cuticle even more with this, because that's how you can irritate your cuticles. And I've done it before and it looks crazy. Like your nails will look beautiful, but then you've got like a red halo around them. Okay, so the nails are on. This is where we're at so far. We're still not done. So now what I'm gonna do is file. So I have a few different files. My favorite one is this one. This is from Target, I believe. It looks really gross. I should probably get another one, but here we are. I like this because you have the 4 different kinds. As you can see, I like literally never use the coarse one, but I use the medium, fine, and the fine a lot, all 3 of them. So what I'm gonna use is the medium fine today. And what I do when I file my nails, and this is like the most helpful, is square yourself up on your surface. So say you're at the table, try to measure up your file with the edge of the table. So my camera is actually crooked right now, so I'm gonna line this up with the TV, and when I start doing this, I'm gonna look crooked, but I'm measuring myself up with the edge of my surface, so that when you're filing, especially if you're filing a square shape, what I found is helpful is pretending you're going along the line of the edge of the table. So that's how I make sure that my nail ends up being straight. So I'm gonna try to do it so you can actually see what I'm doing. I actually will rest this on here and just go back and forth so that they don't end up crooked. Now you do have to file these a little bit because they have a little tab on the end, and you just want to smooth that off. So you can file these down as short as you want. I just like to get that little texture piece off. So I just do like so. Then I take the fine side and I just kind of flip my hand upside down and push these up kind of like back this way so that any of the dusties that fell down under the nail kind of comes off. And now you can actually use some more nail polish remover on top of these, or wash your hands or whatever and get the excess like dusty off. So now I'm actually going to take the fine side and very lightly I'm just going to kind of rub off the top layer of the nails because they have this shiny finish, and I want it to be a little bit more matte. Like that was even just enough, and you can see the difference there. This helps so that the nail polish that you paint will adhere to this a little bit better and last longer, not chip, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not applying pressure, I'm just very lightly running this over the press-on. Okay, time to paint my nails. This is new for me, but I have really been liking it. It's just OPI base coat, use your favorite. So I just do a base coat all over my nails. Ah, don't you hate when that happens? Here we go. And just do a thin layer. Also, when I'm doing this, I get the whole surface of the nail, and then I also run it along the front edge. So I have a few nude nail polishes that I like to use. I always switch it up. The one that I used in my Instagram picture that I posted on my story was Mimosas for Mr. and Mrs. by OPI. This is probably my favorite one overall. I personally like this better on my natural nails because this has this base underneath. It will turn your color to be a little bit different than on a natural nail, but this is very beautiful. Another one I really like is the beige of Reason. It looks like it's got a little bit more pink. Sometimes like in the bottles, they look totally different like when you put them on. So here's the difference between those, and they're both a little bit sheer. This one goes kind of opaque once you get to that second coat. And then we have Put It in Neutral, which this on me turns almost like a bubblegum pink. I don't know why. But it does. I feel like everyone else that I see that uses this color, it looks beautiful. Also, Bubble Bath is very beautiful on my natural nail, but Bubble Bath turns yellow on the press-ons on me. So I don't know what color I'm gonna do today. These are all three of them next to each other. I was gonna do Mimosas for Mr. and Mrs., but I always do that. I think I'm gonna do the Beige of Reason, the one that's in the middle. Okay, so now I kind of feel like playing around a little bit. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the Put It in Neutral on top just for fun to see what it ends up looking like. I don't know if I've ever mixed these two together. All right, and then this is my favorite top coat. I do not know how to say it correctly. I just have always called it Seche Vite. I feel like it dries really fast and it's the shiniest top coat I've ever tried. I have tried one that's by like an off-brand. I think it's called Glisten and Glow, but that one turned my nails like a weird color. Every time I would use it, I'm like, what's going on with my nails? And then I found out like that was why. But yeah, this is my favorite. I've been using it for years. All right, there you have it. These are what the nails look like in the end. I think they look so pretty. They look real natural. These will last me about a week, give or take, depending on what I'm doing. A lot of times I will work at the house with Ruben and I'm doing a lot of stuff with my hands and they pop off or get messed up or whatever. So it just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm not doing much that require my hands, then these will last a week. I've had them last longer than that. It just depends on your prep and how you apply them. The more time you focus on the prep and like really making sure that they're on your nail and not on your skin and making sure that your cuticles are pushed back nicely, then that's gonna make it so that these last even better. All right guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial and how to or whatever. If you wanna see more like different kind of videos like this, please let me know which ones you'd like to see from me. I hope you enjoyed and let me know any of your questions down below. I'm definitely not a professional nail tech educator or anything like that, so hopefully I can help as much as I possibly can. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon.